Today we're going to Slapchop, the heavy gunner for the Nemesis Retaliation board game. And this is the prototype version of this miniature. The soldier was my favorite character from the original Nemesis board game, so naturally I was drawn to the heavy gunner's firepower and wanted to get her painted up first. The Slapchop painting method and vibrant speed paint colors are going to give us a model that pops on the table much more than the layered painting approach that we used with the production version of this model. I hope you enjoy this little paint up because it's going to be a quick one. Welcome to Treehane Miniatures. Before we get started painting, I'd like to point out some differences between the production copy of this miniature and the prototype version. With the exception of the sculpted base, the prototype has more refined details than the production copy. This is most evident in the extra separation around the backpack. The upper right arm on the prototype is also completely exposed, which I prefer because of how much I enjoy painting skin tones. On the left arm, there's also noticeable separation between the mechanical arm that helps support the heavy gun and the character's biological arm. I think that there's a common misconception among gamers that prototype game components mean lower quality game components. But as we can see with these Awakened Realms miniatures, this isn't always the case. However, despite the increase in crisp details on the prototype miniatures, this product isn't really suitable for tabletop board gaming. These miniatures are resin 3D prints and they are incredibly fragile. Many of the prototype miniatures that I received arrived broken and needed to be repaired before painting. This isn't really pertinent to our paint scheme in any way, but I thought it was something that might interest some of you. Also, these prototype miniatures arrived with the Awakened Realms Sundrop wash on them. For the hero characters, this is basically just a white Zenithal Prime. This means that this miniature is already prepped and ready to go for Slapchop, and I can jump straight to the speed paints. I'm using hardened leather for the heavy gunner skin, and no, it's not because Marines are known as leathernecks. The hardened leather speed paint is a medium brown color that has some nice orange undertones to it, more so than something like Satchel Brown. I feel that this works nicely to create a natural looking dark skin tone with only one quick coat of paint. It also takes almost no time to accomplish since the only exposed skin is on the arm, fingers, and face. I'm using Slaughter Red for the pants. Our heavy gunner here was a professional Australian breakdancer back on Earth, and she still enjoys wearing the bright red parachute pants to this day. This clothing color is also how we're designating player color. I like leaving the rim of my miniature's bases black, so I usually find some other way to incorporate the player color into the piece. For the characters in this game, I made the decision to paint the cloth components of their outfits with their specific player colors. Besides, we all know from sci-fi tropes that the color of your shirt indicates your role in the group dynamic, so this works perfectly with our theme. It also means that our heavy gunner will be the first to die without any fanfare at all. I'm using the darkest brown speed paint color that I have for the belts, straps, and pouches, and whatnot. I almost always do that with this type of accent item on a miniature. I use this to help add contrast and separation between the other brighter colors on the piece. Even when painting with standard acrylic paints, I generally go dark with these items and use minimal highlights. I like to remember that if everything is bright on a piece, then nothing will appear bright. Before getting to my favorite speed paint gunmetal recipe ever, I'm going to quickly touch a couple of items with Grim Black. First, and most obviously, I'm using this to paint the heavy gunner's hair. Then I use it for the hose on the backpack, and that's it for the black. Finally, I'm going to paint all of the remaining metal items on the miniature with my proprietary gunmetal, non-metallic metal speed paint recipe that I just made up today. I mix Plasmatic Bolt with Occultist Cloak at a ratio of 1:1 to create a sort of blue barrel gunmetal color. I tend to avoid using metallic paints for most of my miniatures. This is merely personal preference, as I feel that metallic paints cheapen the look of the paint job. Again, this is just a personal thing, so if you prefer using the metallic speed paints, go for it. And this wraps up painting the heavy gunner for Nemesis Retaliation. I'd like to thank my channel members for supporting all that I do here. If you too would like to become a channel member, you can do so using the link in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to join our growing community of Space Marines with big guns.